That's right, family. We black in the place. Y'all know what time it is. It's the truth hour with General Sarasu Seti. Kick back, get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. That's right. Ring the alarm, kingseti.com. Online marketplace, the official General Sarasu Seti DVDs, t-shirts, and hoodies. We got that African and Kemetic jewelry for the family. We got that African and Kemetic jewelry for the family. This just a few pieces, nice pieces for the family so they can see that we got, some nice, jewelry for the family. We got holistic tonics and remedies. You need that today. Got to get you together now. We got to strengthen our immune system because every kind of pox, every type of plague, and pandemic is on the way. So you got to strengthen your immune system. So we got the holistic tonics and remedies for the family. We even got home decor. We got a lot of fly things. You know what I'm saying? This is just some of our trays and coaster sets that you want to be able to pull out when you got that special event. We got some for the kitchen. We got some for the living room and dining room. We got some for you. You need to get on over there and check us out, kingseti.com online marketplace. Let me get it. Let me get it. Also now, family, generalseti.com, Seti University is in the house. Class is in session. You see, generalseti.com, Seti University is the complete, because we complete General Seti website. Over 800 videos and lectures. I mean, we got it all. We got it all, family. We got the Too Raw for YouTube. We got the Making of the White Man series. Wait a minute, let me show you. Let me show you. You see right here the Olmec Voyages of the Nile video catalog and library. You see, what does a video catalog and library mean? That means it's tons of presentations. So under each topic, you see what I'm saying? See, we got science, history, nation building, black divinity, leadership. You're going to find tons of material on those subjects. We got new videos added weekly. So, you can binge on Black Power at generalseti.com, Seti University. You see right there, the Making of the White Man video libraries and series. People say, damn, where's that at? And you can go over there, man, you can see tons of that information. You know what I'm saying? And this is where you got to come and get it because it's so goddamn raw. If you try to put it in any goddamn way else, you know what I'm saying? They're going to want to take it down. Too raw for YouTube. Too raw. You got to come on over there to generalseti.com, Seti University. We also got the HD studio produced lessons, and I love that. This is one coming up, King Nama, father of ancient Egypt, which I'm, about to get busy with in the next couple of days. You want to see that HD studio produced material. I'm loving it. You know what I'm saying? You seeing the graphics, you seeing the animation and so on and so forth, which other platforms won't allow me, to use the my lecture, software to its full capacity. And so only in the HD studio produced lessons do you get an opportunity to see, me in full force. You know what I'm saying? So, get on over there, generalseti.com, Seti University, and get that fire. I keep it popping on Patreon now. Y'all know I keep it popping on Patreon. And so, exclusive live streams by the general, hot topics you won't see nowhere else. Exclusive to my Patreon family. You see this one right here, the Jesuit Medical Mafia Takeover. Nobody talking about that. You need to get and check that one out. We got these are just a few of the titles out of 150 titles. These, and so you also get see the general go live. So you see me and putting it on these motherfuckers in real time. So generalseti.com, Seti University is the mega library where Patreon is the lecture hall, where you come in and get the live lectures on a level that You can't get it on YouTube because it might be too much. You see what I'm saying? Where are the original books of the Bible? You know, who are the seeds of the devil on earth? And so these are some of the powerful pieces that we got on Patreon. The video, the links to all the sites is down in the video description. Make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube pages, King Seti, Sarah Susan Seti, and General Seti. Subscribe, rock that notification bell so you know when I go live. Get a video a thumbs up, like it because you love it. Share it with your family and comment. You know, and I know if you don't, even if you don't like it, motherfucker, put something down there. I don't give a goddamn. That don't mean nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? Put something down there. You know, and so today we're gonna be dealing with the sickness of science. We're gonna be dealing with the sickness of science. Let me get up in here. And so let me come out of this one. Now today, you know, and I had the brain, you know, a lot of people don't know because too many times we admire the beast and give him all type of credit. You know, I just did the one on, you know, the so-called science, you know, what they done to the planet. You know, what they done to the goddamn planet. Where they didn't, you know, and then charge you, you know, and put your ass on in the hot seat as if you the one responsible for the shit. You know, they didn't burn, you know, they burning down, you know, the forests and shit, you know, setting, putting all the poison in the air, you know, that they can from all these goddamn factories and shit, you know. And then now they want to talk about carbon taxing, motherfucker. They say it's too much carbon in the air. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, they want to, they want to charge more. And so if you using any type of carbon, anything, or, you know, driving your car at a certain time, or you driving your car too much and shit, or you using too much electricity and shit, anything, they're going to be charging you're going to have a social credit score. You know what I'm saying? And if your ass is, you know, it's just like, you know, if your score is high, you won't be able to even leave out the city. You won't even you're gonna have permission to get up out of this motherfucker. You see what I'm saying? And so the time is coming, you know, very soon, you know, where everything is gonna be Big Brother is gonna be in sole control of every fucking thing that you do. And so I'm looking out here and I'm saying, damn, they got a new pandemic on the way. They got the monkeypox out here popping off, you know. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, damn, you know, they acting like this shit, you know, they always want to blame it on Africa. African people been in on the continent over 1,000,000 years. And you can't even find the birth record of the African man and woman. You can't even find the birth record. And so it ain't never been no monkeypox until just recently. You know, and we have to understand this, family, that, you know, I know good and goddamn well. You know, people keep thinking about the laboratory, you know, what they doing in the laboratory. A lot of these diseases have already been here. You see, they've already been here. And it's been the sick activities of certain people, you know, that have brought this sick, you know, these diseases to the earth. And I guarantee you, and I'm telling you this, when you start talking about disease, all disease come from filth. It come from filth. Okay? It comes from filth. Whether it's, just you living in filth or being a filthy mind, filthy practices, whatever it is, it's filth. If you clean in spirit, you clean in mind, you clean in body, you're not gonna have these diseases. You clean, you one with nature. You see? Which he not one with nature. He's not one with nature at all. He's not one with nature. You see? And so if you one with nature, you're not one with nature, you poison the air, you got motherfuckers lung cancer and all this shit. All type of sinuses and shit. Fucking up, and fucking people's up. Brain fucked up. All you see, you talking about the technology. Every fucking thing that you put, whether it's the phone, whether it's the computer, whether it's the TV. You understand what I'm saying? I'm doing a lecture coming up real soon. I'll be speaking on it tomorrow. You see, where we dealing with this shit. Even these goddamn smart meters that's on the damn house. You know what I'm saying? You don't know the power in that. You don't know the power in that. Got to get that motherfucker off of there. If you can, you got to opt out of that shit. Get it up off your house. They motherfuckers can use that motherfucker to, emit radiation. I see why. Look that shit up. It's true. It's true. You could do it a self experiment, and go out there and put one of them meters, one of them handheld meters that measure radiation out there. Goddamn it, you can see it for yourself. But the thing is, it's a control center where they can see everything that's going on in your house, what you running, if it's the microwave, whether it's the washing machine, whether it's whatever it is, they know what time you in the house. You see what I'm saying? They know what room you're in. You see? This is the type of power that they got. You know what I'm saying? This is the kind of power that they got. And with that power, they can punish you, especially when they move into this new arena where they gonna punish, and penalize you for certain things that you do. If you run in the washing machine at the wrong time of day, you see what I'm saying? If you're so many hours of TV and so on and so forth, they gonna start charging you, motherfuckers. And the fact is, you didn't let this Cro-Magnon Neanderthal stay in power, and so you act like this the shit that you wanted. Okay, and this is why we look all around the world and our peoples is confused, and they act like they don't know what the fuck the answer is. You see, and so that's why when I look out here at these niggas talking about the science of the Cro-Magnon, they ain't no goddamn. It's a sick science. You understand what it's a sick science? Everything that come from it, you understand, is destructive to the physical being, to the spiritual being, to the mental being. You see motherfuckers out here supposed to be healing from shit, supposed to be healing, and they continuing to get sick. They continuing to get sick and supposed to be healing from what the oppressor is giving them. But yet and still they continuing to get sick and die right there in front of your eyes. And so that show you this extent. And the crazy shit about it, they creating the whole paradigm of the sickness. The sickness itself and the motherfucking cure. And the motherfucking cure. I mean, goddamn. It's just like you gonna let this motherfucker run you clean off the ledge. And you ain't gonna even fight. You ain't gonna even fight this motherfucker. And that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? And the fact is, by leaving him in there, he know that his time is, he only got a certain amount of time to achieve what he achieving. So when he come, he gonna come swift and he gonna come hard with it. And he gonna put a lot of pressure and there's gonna be a lot of, misery, in the process, And so when you get an opportunity to, get your hands on some power, you don't want no motherfucking power. You don't. I believe motherfuckers love the misery and, and more misery, continuing to stay a minion in another man's world. Don't even got no impetus. You understand what I'm saying? To try to see your way out of this shit. No energy. You know what I'm saying? Whatsoever. To see your way out of this shit. And so you sit here a guinea pig, and let this man put shit in your body. What's next? They got the monkeypox out here today. Next is gonna be, I'm telling you, it's gonna be the dog pox. Watch what I tell you. It's gonna be the dog pox next. You're gonna have some goddamn dog pox out here, and it's already out here. You know what I'm saying? It's already out here. I was looking and I say, damn, man, when I look and I did this shit and I tried to relay the message a long time ago. They did, you got this motherfucker in Russia, but they know different than, a lot of the, they know different. They brothers in America and in Britain and France. They know different. You know what I'm saying? Who, got all type of crazy ass ideologies. You see what I'm saying? Nah, where this motherfuckers let me get this man's that did this damn experiment. Where this man at? In Russia. Here you go. Ivanov. Now this motherfucker under Stalin. Okay, this is a picture of him. And you gonna blame some shit on Africans. See, you got to understand this. Ivanov was a Russian and Soviet biologist who specialized in the field of artificial insemination and the introspective hibernation of animals. He is famous for his controversial attempts to create a human-ape hybrid by inseminating 3 female chimpanzees with human sperm. Human-ape hybridization experiments. The most controversial of Ivanov's studies was his attempt to create a human-ape hybrid. As early as 1910, he had been he had given a presentation to the World Congress of Zoologists in Graz, Austria, in which he described the possibility of obtaining such a hybrid through artificial insemination. Listen to this. In the 1920s, Ivanov carried out a series of experiments to create a human non-human ape hybrid. The 3 female chimpanzees was inseminated with human sperm, but he failed to create a pregnancy. In 1929, he organized a set of experiments involving non-human ape sperm and human volunteers, but was delayed by the death of his last orangutan. You see what I'm saying? So I want you to see the mind that's creating this science. You see, I want you to understand that, and that take me back down to Basan, Wutana, Wuta, Basan, okay, in South Africa. Just got off it, he's supposed to be a science. He was a scientist. And this motherfucker was creating all type of biological and chemical weapons genetically engineered only for black people. Only for black people. You see? So when we start talking about science, motherfuckers say that generic ass science. This is the the proof. If it's the white man's science, it's the proof. And so you see this man, and the crazy shit about it, meet Dr. Wouter Bassan, and he was also, using, he was, all type of crazy ecstasy and shit. The ecstasy cook who tried to commit genocide and got away with it. You know what I'm saying? And when it came time, they had all the evidence on him. You see what I'm saying? And they dropped all charges on him because they figured that he was gonna tell, who had the bigger hand on the program, like the British, like Israel. You see what I'm saying? Who was down there fleecing and still fleecing South Africa, for the mineral wealth of the land. So this is science. When you can create, you know what I'm saying, genetic, and so you got to understand these weapons are genetically engineered. That means they didn't went inside of our people. You know what I'm saying? They didn't, and they have grafted weapons of mass destruction that can wipe out just black people. You see? And so it's almost like when you customize, they customizing a lot of these diseases. You understand what I'm saying? And people don't understand that. They customizing a lot of these diseases where it do more damage to certain segments of society. It does more damage to certain segments of society. And so we're not making it up. This is facts. Go do research into Wouter Bassan. Go do research into him and do the research for yourself, and you'll find out. And so you see that how sick these people's is, to where they gonna put goddamn 8 sperm in a human. You see, in a human. And so and so the thing is, we're not even talking about the science, where under eugenics in the United States. The eugenics movement, which later became Planned Parenthood. You see? And I don't want to get off into we talking about the origin of this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to get off in, because that's not what it's about. I'm dealing with the fact of the origins of where it come from. And it was created in essence for birth control, not to help no woman. It wasn't. It was to get rid of the undesirables in the society. And they would use terms like that. You see what I'm saying? And more times than not, they would lead our people on down there. They will lead our people on down there. They said, this is a headline. Heredity is a big problem. So they was home for the feeble-minded. That's another word that they use. Feeble-minded is a home for feeble-minded is filled with those whose parents were not as carefully selected as dairymen breed cattle. You see what I'm saying? So they saying that, our people is genetically inferior. And that all we gonna do is continue to breed a population that, you know, the white people gonna have to care for. You know, and so that's gonna break the economy, that's gonna break the backs of the nation. And so they should come up with a program to weed out the undesirables, to weed out the feeble-minded. You see, it's hereditary, you know. And so, you know, they are that almost reminded me of that movie, was it Minority Report? Where these motherfuckers could tell what the fuck you was gonna do before you even did it. And motherfucker lock your motherfucking ass up before you even go into, and go into the future before you and lock your ass up before you commit the crime. You see what I'm saying? This shit crazy. Not as Nazi sterilization program advances to feeble-minded. Present emasculation held as mere beginning to purge plan. Okay? To purge plan. And so, you know, the Nazis learned from the Americans. A lot of people didn't know that. I'm talking about Mandela. I just got off of Mandela. But Hitler got his blueprint on how to get rid of his undesirables from the eugenics program in the United States of America. Look it up. Go do your research. Ain't that something? Motherfuckers talk about the Nazis and how wicked they was, and they got their program from the Americans. Wow. That's some powerful shit. You see what I'm saying? And that's some powerful shit. And so they don't even talk about the fact that there were blacks over there in Germany. I don't know how they got over there, what they was doing over there, that they also sterilized them. They got rid of a lot of the blacks over there. Okay? Germany Institute officially, I don't know what's else, a system of eugenics is to sterilize all its defectives. You see what I'm saying? All is to sterilize all is defective. So that's the type of shit that they were speaking about. Now, the guy who started this shit, now this is supposed to be science, right? Was this motherfucker, Galton. Let me get this shit in here, man. Let me get this information that this motherfucker put in here. Because he was a cousin of Darwin. And that's why you got to know this shit, man. He was a cousin of Darwin. So these motherfuckers, Darwin then came up with this monkey shit. He then came up with this monkey shit. And here this motherfucker come behind him, you know, and create he even coined eugenics, or Francis Galton. Okay, the idea of a modern project, so they say, for improving the population through selective breeding. You see, through selective breeding was originally developed by Francis Galton. See, so you selective breeding to get a stronger population, a more advanced population. And the selective breeding means you breed out the undesirables. And to help them do that, you create a eugenics program that they call, at that time, you know, I believe, Margaret Sanger with Planned Parenthood. And you hear what the fuck she had to say. You know what I'm saying? You had to go look it up for yourself. She's a wicked motherfucker. She rolled right in on her broom. You know, just a wicked bitch, wicked witch. You see what I'm saying? With the demise of our people at the core of all her aspirations. You see, it says Galton had read his half cousin Charles Darwin Theory of Evolution. You understand what I'm saying? And that's why when they show, you know, the evolution, you don't see that shit. Let me come down here, which I did yesterday. See, when they show this shit, you know, when they talk about evolution, they always show the apes and shit, they have melanin and shit. That's why they say you 3/5. And you see, people don't understand the racism in that all that 3/5 of a man shit. And all these, these different, and you see this, so-called, this is supposed to be evolution. And you see the apes and shit, and then you see it get to the white man. You see, and you say, well, damn, if the monkeys was melanated, shouldn't it have I'm laughing. I'm thinking to myself, I say, well, goddamn, shouldn't it have evolved to the modern black man? You know what I'm saying? And I don't have no belief in this. But I'm laughing. I say, well, goddamn, how the hell did it jump from a melanated monkey to a goddamn non-melanated white man? How did it? What is like? And so that's what they call the missing link. Because there is no goddamn link. That's why it's missing. You see what I'm saying? It never was. And so people say, well, why didn't they? Because you never evolved, nigga. That's you, the third one. That's as far as you got. They still considered you to be a goddamn monkey. You see what I'm saying? And so based on that, that's where they get the 3/5 of a man shit. You looked at as undesirable, a brute. They the brute, but they look at you as the brute. You see what I'm saying? And so they say we have to create, because if they continue to breed and breed and breed, they're gonna create and continue to create a vast population of feeble-minded, undesirable people. You see? And so they created the eugenics. You see what I'm saying? To stop this process. You know what I'm saying? To stop this civilization of collapse. You see, this is science now. This is science. And a lot of people don't understand that all their science is rooted in that. I remember something that Dr. Clark said. He said, no matter what comes from the European mind, I don't give a fuck what it is. It was created to help facilitate his control over the world, and that there are no exceptions. Whatever it is, if it comes from the European mind, it was created to help facilitate his control over the world, and that there is no exceptions. You see? And so people don't understand that. And so you thinking that science is some, free from racism, is one of the, if not the biggest platform, to showcase racism. It's one of the, if not the biggest platform to showcase racism. And so, they was fucking sterilizing, forced sterilization all over the United States. Tuskegee, where they put the syphilis in the family. You see? And so that show you right there that they'll inject your ass with some shit. Quick. You see? Legislative status of eugenical sterilization in the United States, and the total number of operations by each state to January 1st, 1935. Total number of operations to January 1st, 1935. It says right here 21,539. States with eugenical sterilization, laws in effect. You see the lines, the diagonal lines going through, and that's a lot of states. States with eugenical sterilization, laws in effect January 1st, 1935. So they had put laws in the fucking effect to get, you know what I'm saying, to get your ass off the planet. Get them up off the planet. So you talking about Hitler? Is you fucking serious? The blacks, all black states with bills pending. January 1st, 1935. You got some states out there where it was laws repealed. Okay? But shit, the majority of them, it was popping. It was on and popping. Pastors for eugenics. You see? Look at that. Pastors for eugenics. The Reverend Dr. A.E. Kelgwick Wynn announced a platform meeting yesterday in the West End Presbyterian Church at Amsterdam Avenue and 105th Street for next Sunday. Pastors for eugenics. So this is beloved Christ. Beloved Christ. Let his pastors. You understand what I'm saying? Put a Hitler program in effect. That just show you how good Christ is. Christ did it for you. You understand what I'm saying? Christ did that for you. Got your pastors up there, when they are, preaching eugenics. Get the undesirables off the planet. You see what I'm saying? And find certain biblical, where you Ham and Canaan and shit and say God ordained it any goddamn way. Get these niggas up off the goddamn planet. You see? And you say decision, right here says decision held step toward a super race. Or whatever, I can't see. And and so this is what Hitler was talking about. You know what I'm saying? Even, this super race where he gonna breed nothing but goddamn, trying to breed this is his methodology. He was trying that shit. And so he supposedly they breeding the super race that's gonna be more powerful and shit. And then they had the goddamn Olympics in goddamn Germany. And Jesse Owens went over there and crashed the show. You understand? He talking about this super race of white men and this, that, and third. And Jesse Owens went over there and ran them Cro-Magnon Neanderthals into the goddamn ground. The man was running so goddamn fast, they had to come run out there with fire extinguishers and put this man's shoes out. Had to run out there with fire extinguishers and put this man's shoes out. You understand? Just to show you that all that shit is garbage. You see what I'm saying? All this shit is garbage. But this is science, family. This is science. The sickness of science. And so, they got plaques. This was in Indiana eugenics law. By late 1800s, Indiana authorities believed criminality, mental problems, and pauperism were hereditary. You see? It's hereditary. Let me get this. I had to get rid of a motherfucker. Wait a minute. But get that motherfucker out of there. Post something. Get that punk ass motherfucker up out of there. What are he talking about? I don't know. Get him on up out there. Post something. Get his ass up out of there. Just look down there and it look like he talking. Okay, good. All right. This shit ain't in real time, but I'm glad you holler at me, dog. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? And so again, criminality, mental problems, and pauperism were hereditary. Vicious laws were enacted based on this belief. In 1907, Governor J. Frank Hanley approved first state eugenics law, making sterilization mandatory for certain individuals in state custody. Your ass go up in there and they castrating your ass. They taking your shit out. They taking your reproductive organs out, your reproductive system out. Sterilizations halted in 1909 by Governor Thomas R. Marshall. And so they got enough nerve to talk about Hitler. Hitler got his program from the United States, family. This is science. This is the sickness of science that I want to. So you got to understand, you got to sever yourself in totality. See, you got some Negroes out here that all they want to do is you got all type of niggas. You got You got reference niggas, then that's what they is. They a reference a motherfucker, but they don't never deal with this, the racial, foundation of the motherfucker inside. They're just like all them motherfuckers that talk about Egypt and they be, and they into this goddamn, this alien shit. See, they the same way. You know what I'm saying? They can't acknowledge the blackness of Egypt. They rather go into goddamn outer space. You see what I'm saying? And everybody fleeing from the truth of reality. You understand? You can't follow them, and some niggas just go right along with them. They motherfucker, when the rocket ship ready to take off, motherfucker beating on the door. Motherfucker got their helmet on and they ready to jump in and go on up into outer space right along with these motherfuckers. You see what I'm saying? And just like these motherfuckers in science, I don't just quote, anybody can get a motherfucker, that believe along they social understanding and they particular views of the world. Anybody can get references. You understand? That don't make it right. Just because you could get a motherfucker with a degree or something that could say the same dumbass shit as you say, that don't make it right. So I mean, you get all the references you want. I'm crashing all that shit because nothing can beat reality. Nothing can beat nature and the laws of nature and the laws of reality. And that's what we stand on, family. We stand on black power. That's what we stand on. And and that's what we're gonna continue to stand on that. Some of you motherfuckers can't do it. Y'all find a way to talk we not black. Motherfucker, we know the land, and we understand being tied to land. You understand what I'm saying? But you see, black is a spirit. It's something about, when a motherfucker, you could be out there and motherfucker, you can say anything you want. But when you get into that mantra where motherfuckers be like, black power, black power, you know what I'm saying? It reverberates through the universe. You understand what I'm saying? Because what black does, because you got your planetary identification. You see, land, you're African. But see, when you say black, that's your cosmic identification. You see what I'm saying? And it's some other, it's some other, elements to that. But when you talk about black, that's your cosmic identification. You see? And so you got some motherfuckers that's African, but they ain't black. So motherfuckers think they can just say African. That just gonna clear it all up. I'm African. Yeah, I am African. But I'm black. You see? But I'm black, nigga. You African, but you ain't black. You see? That's that cosmic understanding. When you understand the power of melanin. You see, and then the same motherfuckers that say it did go right back and did get to talking to shit. What ancient Egypt was called Kemet. I said, well, what Kim mean? Kim means black. So what does Kemet mean? It means the black land. I say, oh, what's wrong with you, double talking motherfucker? You know? They say ain't no land identified as black land. I understand. And then go right up and say Kemet. I say, well, what the fuck that mean? The black land. Peoples of the black or the black land. I say, man, y'all motherfuckers you knock yourself out, nigga. You know what I'm saying? When you see a motherfucker just punch themselves and knock themselves out, they knock their motherfucking self out. And so family, we here tonight. The message is sever all connections. All connections from the Cro-Magnon Neanderthal. It's a losing situation. Any connection. You know, when they used to, you see them back in the days when they used to have the telephones and shit, and they'll take, like, if you know, they'll put one, you know, they'll put one end of the phone into one hole, and then if they want, they say, who you want to talk to, and they say, I want to talk to so, and then they'll take the other end of the cord and stick it in another hole, and it will connect you with that person. You know what I'm saying? You got to start pulling out all the goddamn connections. You know what I'm saying? No connections at all. You know, you don't want no connections at all. You feel me? You got to realign yourself with the cosmos. You have to realign yourself with the cosmos. You got to reconnect yourself to your black divinity. Because niggas, I mean, we got to understand that the cosmos come up out of the womb of Nu, which is the black hole. Come up out of the black hole. You understand what I'm saying? That's and see, this is the shit that they don't want to say. You know what I'm saying? This is the science from the ancestors. That everything in creation came out of the black hole, which is the womb of Nu, the cosmic black mother of creation. You see? And so when you look out into the universe, it's not dark matter, it's black matter. They don't want to say black matter. You know, everybody fleeing from that. You see? That carbon, life. Everything that's living is carbon-based creation. Carbon-based. Black. You see? And so that melanin is in your brain. That liquid of life, black, give you all the functioning of existence. You understand? Connect you to the solar, connect you to the sun, and show you that, you know, you are blessed to be chosen by the Most High. You see? That's your divinity. And so a lot of motherfuckers don't explain it like that. You know, they bland and they teach. You know what I'm saying? So we know better than that. Than, you know, to just, you know, and become so bland. You know, we black. We black in our cosmic identity. And along with our planetary identity as African, we're indigenous from Mother Africa. And we respect that. When we came, you know, from the cosmos, you understand what I'm saying? Through our mamas, we were born into Africa, first and foremost. You see, that's where we were born. That's why our people, it came, you know, to be on this planet in Africa, Mother Africa. And so we have a lot of identifications. And those are our two identifications that we must upheld at all times. Black and African. I don't give up. You cannot go nowhere discrediting black, even when you deal with ancient Egypt. Whatever word, and motherfuckers get into that word play, fuck them. Because when we get free, we're going to change all this shit to the language of our people, even if we got to create a new one. We get at everything that motherfucker, get that shit back to him. But to understand, so when you use something, it's only for clarity. You understand what I'm saying? It's only for clarity. It's not for you to hold it. You know what I'm saying? Long as you make the understanding. I don't want to know what, because if that's the case, if we're gonna take every fucking word, then bitch, shut up. Don't say no words. Because all of them belong to him. You want to attack the ones that might bring some clarity. But all the other ones that you speaking, bitch ass nigga, you don't want to say nothing about them. Them cool. Them cool. Right? Them cool. Black? Oh, black mean that's German. Motherfucker, the whole sentence that you said to explain that black is German, motherfucker. You gonna say black is some German? That mean, motherfucker, the whole sentence that you just said to explain to me that black is German, motherfucker. So what the fuck is you saying? You know what I'm saying? It's to bring clarity. So this term that we say black, that we understand to be a color, was the most divine color in all of ancient Egypt. Wow, that's powerful. That's powerful. And when one became a god, when you look at all the gods, whether it was Amen, Tahuti, Ampu, you see, all of them were depicted black. You see, and when one went through, the transformation of, passing on into the afterlife, to see when one became divine, you see, they were depicted, even though they very well could have been black on the planet. You see, and that was the essence, because it took them back to the essence of divinity in the cosmos. And that's what you niggas cannot understand. And you get caught up in all that tongue wrestling for nothing in the goddamn world other than fucking your brain up even further than what it is. You see what I'm saying? Family, I want to thank you for being in the house today. Patreon, General Sarasu Seti. Get on over there. You see what I'm saying? Get on over there. KingSeti.com, GeneralSeti.com, General Seti University, KingSeti.com. And like I said, we got 25% off. Now, like I said that and I said it. And it was going to end tonight. But because I said, I'm going to give you one more day because I said it. And the family might just, heard it tonight. They might didn't hear it last night. And so I'll give you an opportunity to, get you some things for 25% off. And that's a nice, for some beautiful product that we got over there. That's a nice piece of discount for your family. So get on over there, KingSteady.com. Thank you for being in the house. Thank you for and take the information and prosper. May your family prosper. You see what I'm saying? This is what it's about, prosperity. Prepare. The future is not coming. It's here. What you think is is here. Revolution not coming. It's here. You see what I'm saying? When they talking about it's going to be a time where the food, it's going to be a food shortage. It's here. It's not coming. It's here. Prepare now, today, for tomorrow. This is the General Sarah Susan Seti saying, hey, arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast daily. Liberation through African education and confrontation. Black power.